you Pisces, Sun, Moon or Rising? I'm doing a tarot reading, you versus them. If you're in a love crossing, you versus your person. Whatever Spirit wants to bring through for you. So if you're not interested in that, then scroll on by. But if you want to stick around, the energy that I'm picking up for you is that it's time to become a great leader. I've got the strength energy coming through. So I'm curious to see what that means in your connection. Right, let's take a look. Pisces versus their person. Okay, Pisces. It's time to become a great leader. Okay, male or female? Okay, let's see what Spirit wants to say. Your energy, Pisces. Okay, and then your person's energy. Oh, lots of passion here. Ooh. Okay, Pisces. Your energy, Spirit is saying, it's time to become a great leader. And you've got the Six of Wands, let's see, which is the victory card. But you've got it next to the Queen of Swords. You see there? This is the Queen of Swords energy is, if you're a female, or even if you're a male, this tells me that you don't feel safe in this relationship anymore. You've gone into your ego. So if your natural tendency is, if you are somebody that is quite practiced in your energy, in your feminine energy, quite developed in your feminine energy, and your masculine and feminine energy is in harmony, as coming to balance, or if you're a male and you're quite comfortable in your masculine energy, you've done the work, and you might have gone into this connection feeling confident about where you are in your energy, but there's been so much conflict here that this relationship now feels like you're in competition with your person, like a battlefield. You have moved out of your divine feminine energy or out of your divine masculine energy into your ego. And you are not comfortable with it. Something doesn't feel good. The Queen of Swords, if something doesn't suit her, things have to be done on her terms if she's not healthy. Okay? If she's not in the upright, things have to be done on her terms, otherwise everybody suffers. The Queen of Swords can come across as very toxic, narcissistic, but the Queen of Swords, when she's healthy and in the upright, she very simply is a straight talker. I'm not liking what's happening here. I don't like this dynamic anymore. And if this is what we are going to continue to be building on, then I'm gonna step out. Then it's time to call it a day. And the Queen of Swords, she is willing to do whatever it takes to have the best outcome for everybody, even if it hurts her. And that's why you see her here with a sword in her hand and her own head on a plate. But above where her head is supposed to be, do you see there's a star? Why? Because sometimes our ego, our mind, does not serve us. But that star is symbolic of the star card, which is the healer, which is, it's like this, it's your star seed, it's your healer, it's your intuitive. And that's what she's leaning on here, male or female. And Spirit is saying it's time you become a leader. But in order for you to do that, you must move out of your ego and center yourself back into alignment with yourself, with true self, with your soul self. The conflict that you are experiencing, the conflict that you are dealing with is not your conflict, it is this person's conflict. And I'm afraid it's because this person is passionate about too many things. And their emotions, their passions are extreme. So they're very angry about this, or they feel very passionate about doing this. And this person is impulsive and very driven by his or her passions. So they will jump into the, take get the car keys and you'll be like, where are you off to? My friend's car's broken down and I'm going to help them out. And you were just about to have a family dinner. And that seems like a great thing, but then when it becomes excessive, that your person's energy is always on everybody else, making everybody else happy, rescuing everybody else, and not taking you and the family into consideration. Because what would have been, even though that's a noble thing to do, what would have been better is if your person sat down, acknowledged the dinner, the meal, and said, thank you so much, my love, this is delicious. I just got a call from so-and-so, so I'm going to have to excuse myself very soon to go and help out. And you might be like, oh, but that's a dangerous place. Is anybody else going? Maybe you should just, do you feel like you should go now? And maybe, do you want to have something to eat when you get back, or whatever, or should I come with you? Do you think it'll be better if maybe I come along? Is anybody else going to be there? Because that street or that place tends to be a little bit dodgy. But you're involved in the decision making, and you are being taken into account. But I feel like this person is like, their sister will call them up and say, oh, I need to be bailed out, and then they'll take money out of your account and go and bail the person out, and it's the 10th time, and they don't discuss it with you, and that's your finances for your home. Or you will not like that they've done something, and you'll express it and say, I don't feel good about that, because I feel like you should have discussed this with me. And then they go into their ego, and then they're angry with you because they're doing the best they can and they're considering so many things, but that's not your problem. Why are they considering so many things? This person needs to get their priorities straight. What does it mean for you to be a leader in this connection? They focused on juggling all these other things. You're focused on juggling the relationship, juggling them. It's out of balance. Your focus and your priority is them. Your energy is with them. Theirs is everywhere else. There's no balance. You are self-abandoning, and you are doing exactly what they are doing. But you feel that yours is okay because you're doing it for them, and they feel that theirs is okay because they're doing it for all these people that are in need. It's the same thing. You become a leader by embodying the Strength card, and the energy of the Strength card, the message that the Strength card gives you is, do not wrestle with the beast. Love and compassion, but you're wrestling with yourself, you're wrestling with your ego, you're wrestling with your inner feminine or whatever, your inner masculine, and it's not even your war. You've got to come into alignment. Feel safe within your body, feel safe with yourself, and then decide if this is what you want. But let that decision be about you and whether or not this environment is a match to what it is you're wanting to build. Maintain your frequency and your vibration, calibrate to it, repeat mantras, meditate on love, compassion, and not being drawn into this person's lack of appreciation and focus for what it is they have with you, because they're trying to be a savior and a hero everywhere else. And bring your energy into harmony and alignment, and let them figure out whether they want to line up with that or match it or not. And if they don't want to, then it's okay for you to say, me, myself, and I, we appreciate your time when it's available. I don't have to be here taking care of you, taking care of your home, and making my whole life revolve around you whilst you're everywhere else. I think there's no harm, there's no balance. And you need to maintain the vibration of balance, and then the things will begin to sort of come out into the open. You can put things onto the table, and then what's not a match to that will leave, or your person will level up. But do the energy work before trying to fix this with your person, or because they're just not in that place vibrationally. And you need to be a leader. So you can't self-abandon for them whilst you're trying to teach them not to self-abandon and abandon the relationship for everybody else. I hope you enjoyed the reading and that this has helped. Comment. if it resonates, and whatever you do, do what is best.